Dr. Darien's here now with answer for a question from one of you. What are the risks and benefits of using creatine powder? And this one's from Joanna J.
Oh, I'm listening.
This has gotten so popular. Many people using it, many of my friends using it. Creatine powder is a supplement that people use for muscle growth. It has been shown and effective, it's been shown to be effective, specifically creatine monohydrate. I say that because there's different versions of creatine. Some things you have to watch out for. The dosing, you want to pay attention to that, making sure that you're getting the appropriate amount. It's usually between 2 grams and 20 grams, depending if you're loading when you're just starting or if you're doing a maintenance dose. And then something also to think about, this is a dietary supplement, which means it's not tightly regulated. So you want to look for third parties that independently review these substances, like the NSF, as well as good manufacturing practice. You want to look for those labels that say that someone has at least tested it.
And what about men versus women when it comes to using it? Because I get a lot of questions from women. I'm no doctor.
Yeah.
But they say, should we be taking creatine?
I think regardless, I think muscle growth and muscle building is always important and helpful. We've all drawn back to that idea of, or we've thankfully gone past that idea of bulking is not good for women. And we've shown time and time again that it's effective. It doesn't make people look bigger. It actually helps tone people out. And I think overall it makes, if you're looking aesthetically to get in shape, and that is one of those reasons why you can, or one of the options you can choose.
Your prescription for wellness.
It's about how to avoid getting hangry. I feel hangry right now.
I just
it's
have
so
some
funny.
M&Ms,
It's so funny. While we're talking about it, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's why I need to eat something. So how do we stop being hangry? There's some simple steps we all should do. Number one, if you feel like you're the type of person that gets hangry throughout the day, you want to plan ahead of time. You want to have small bites to eat, grazing throughout the day. It helps to keep your glucose stable. As I'm talking about this, I'm thinking about why I need some sugar. Also, avoid high sugar foods. And then one of the reasons why is because when we eat those high sugar treats, you want to reach for something good in protein and fiber. Your insulin spikes, that drops your sugar down and makes you feel even worse. And then, of course, most importantly, making sure that we're drinking water. I know that this sounds very trivial and easy, but you would be surprised how many times I'm talking to patients about drinking water. And many people, including myself, will go a long time, longer than it should, without drinking water. So make sure you hydrate.
It's because if you drink water, you have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, which is a normal, healthy function we should all strive for.
Got to measure it out. All right, Doc, thank you. And folks, we would love to hear from you. So please hit us up on Instagram with all of your medical questions for Dr. Darien at ABC GMA3.